Okay, first off, I want to say I appreciate you guys because the last reaction video I did, you guys spammed me like crazy with all new potential content creators that I should react to, small content creators at that. Some of y'all didn't get the message and was recommending me people that I already know, like NC Hammer, Kidomaki. I already know those people. You can see me reacting to people like that across my channel. But that's not the point. It's thanks to y'all I found a bunch of new creators. I was scrolling through the comments and I seen somebody recommend me this guy, the Real Two Side Anime. Now, I never heard about this guy, but this video, it kind of intrigued me a bit. You know, when it comes to Shibai and Kashin Koji, the whole timeline thing, y'all know I'm a sucker for that, bro, because I know a lot about it. I'm interested in hearing what other people think on the topic. Now, by the time you'll be seeing this video, probably chapter 18 will be about to drop. I mean, I'm recording this on the 11th, and I gotta do the prediction video after this, and then there's probably the spoiler video, so it probably won't be dropping until right about when chapter 18 drops. That's whenever I decide to drop it. I don't know. Y'all already know the deal, man. So the Real Two Side Anime, we gonna see what he's about today, man. We gonna see what he's about. So anyway, I'm gonna leave the link to his channel down below in the description. So if you guys got time and you want to support me, then go ahead and leave a like on this video and go leave a like on his video. By leaving a like and showing him love, that's also supporting me. So you kind of killing two birds with one stone right there. Shibai chose Kashin Koji to assist Boruto in saving the world and awakening the Jogan. Little Shibai Jogan conspiracies. You know what? Let's hop into it.
The concept of gods has been a concept that humans have been trying to unravel since the beginning of time. What does it mean to be a god? What type of mindset would a godlike being have, and how it helps its creations continue to survive in the universe? Have worked diligently to create sacred texts that represent what a god would want, and these sacred texts mark the start of religious values and religions as a whole. Naruto universe is no stranger for beings being represented as gods through the shinobi world. The first godlike being that we were introduced to was the Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo, and his younger brother. We quickly learned that there was another level above Hagoromo. The level above Hagoromo consisted of his mother and the rest of the OTSUTSUKI clan. We progressed into Boruto Next Generations. The concept of what it is to be a god,
And they take it to a whole nother level.
Non-stop since the introduction of Momoshiki, ending with the death of Ishiki. In chapter 55, Code inherited Ishiki's clan's creed. Ishiki stated, "Then go forth and devour planet after planet across space. Keep evolving until you become a peerless, unique existence, a god." In that very chapter, we're introduced to a mysterious figure that later was revealed to be Shibai OTSUTSUKI.
Alright, let me just tell y'all how Shibai is interpreted right now in the series. For everybody that says Shibai is going to be a potential villain, you're most likely wrong. Like, let's say Shibai does descend from his fourth dimensional plane, which he has no reason to at all, but if it happens, he would probably need a physical body because Amado did say he left his physical body in order to ascend to that fourth dimensional level. Now, I heard a lot of theories say Boruto was going to be that vessel. Boruto is already the vessel. I also heard he has something to do with what's going on in the story right now. I heard it all. But right now, I feel like Shibai is a plot device. Like, he's literally in the story, or he's been mentioned in the story just for things to make sense. And it is successful, by the way, because of the whole Shinjutsu thing. He's here to strictly build on the series, build on what the series already established. Now, I know there's a lot of Naruto only fans that haven't really dove into Boruto lore. So when they heard that ninjutsu is just an imitation of Shinjutsu, that kind of I know that struck a lot of people. And I know that's the main reason why some people may not like Boruto, because they feel like Boruto kind of diminished what Naruto established all these years. It's kind of like a nostalgia feel. But the way I see it, I've been watching Naruto ever since 2007. So you can consider me an OG, but I still understand what Boruto's trying to do. It's still Naruto in a sense, because everything that has to do with Boruto has been seen in Naruto, right? The concept of gods, we've seen that in Naruto already. It was towards the end, but we've seen it already. They're just building on that. Naruto has used Hashirama as a plot device for so long until he actually played a part in the series during the war. Hashirama cells, how that affects your body, wood style, Shibai cells, Shinjutsu. it's basically the same thing. So that's what I think. I think Shibai is just a plot device. Later on in the series, he couldn't be built on to something more. And if he is built on to something more, I feel like 100%, not 100%, like maybe like 85% is gonna have to do with Boruto. There's some secret about Shibai that's gonna pertain to Boruto, but we just gotta wait and see.
The Jogan, the same dojutsu that was inherited by Boruto Uzumaki through the hands of Toneri. Chapter 55.
As far as the anime goes,
chapter 13, kicking off with JURA saying, "You're truly a lucky man. It's as if the heavens are decreeing that you remain alive. Perhaps this is some divine intervention."
Man, okay, I know I'm pausing quite a bit. We're already 2 minutes in. It's just a 7-minute video, so let me cook. But anyway, I got into a lot of arguments on Twitter because of this manga panel right here. You are truly a lucky man. It's as if the heavens are decreeing that you remain alive. Perhaps this is some divine intervention. I know he just read it. I just wanted to read it again. All right, I don't care. But I remember there was a specific post on X, Twitter, whatever. Somebody was arguing that the Jogan hasn't been foreshadowed in the manga. And I said, it definitely has. It has multiple times. And I use this as an example. Now, it's not a direct correlation to the Jogan. He's not blatantly just saying, man, I think you have some secret power that is helping you stay alive in all these unfavorable situations. He's not directly stating that Boruto has some secret power or whatnot. When it comes to like foreshadowing, it's just strictly wordplay. So you look at the keywords in this right here. Lucky, you can use that as a keyword. Heavens, divine intervention. And currently in the story, Kashin Koji and Boruto are working towards a more favorable future. And to get there, you're going to need luck. You're going to need Boruto to stay alive. You're going to need all of that. And the amount of times where Koji has stated that Boruto was supposed to die, it kind of has you thinking. You have to have some type of luck to live through all these unfavorable situations. Example number 1, Kawaki was supposed to kill Boruto and Sarada around like, what was that, chapter 78? Example 2, and this is more well known because it's more recent, chapter 12. JURA literally sniped Boruto from deep with that Modern Warfare 3 high caliber sniper. Right in the chest. Still didn't die. He was supposed to die on contact. He's lucky he got healed. But the only reason he got healed is because of the timeline changing. That is still luck. And right here, I feel like this is the most important statement. It's as if the heavens are decreeing that you remain alive. Like, mainly, this is why I believe this is foreshadowing right here. JURA's stating like, this guy is so lucky, it's almost unnatural. It's like there's something in the world. There's some like godly presence decreeing that you stay alive. And you know what? People are so close-minded to the point where they're like, you know what? This doesn't mean anything. But it might just be me. I might be thinking too deep into it. But for open-minded people, they can see where I'm coming from. The problem is everybody just wants to be right. Everybody just wants to be right. I'm glad there's another person who's referencing this. They see the light. Yo, shout out to you, Side Anime. Shout out to you, bro.
These 2 chapters confirmed a theory that we had as a community on this channel, that Shibai has been manipulating all the events throughout the Naruto franchise, all the way up to the Boruto series, to stop any other OTSUTSUKI clan members in becoming God.
Oh, damn. He said forget Black Zetsu. The one who's controlling Black Zetsu was Shibai. There's always a greater power, right? So if that's the case, what you're saying is Black Zetsu's manipulation, him manipulating the whole story, basically, that's the whole thing with Zetsu. It was like, yo, he's the one who's behind everything, he planned it all. So you're saying all of that was manipulated by Shibai. You know what? Let me see what he gotta say.
Shibai's aid to Boruto has been manifested in different characters that Boruto has met in his journey. The first character was Toneri, the character that awakened his Jogan. The second character was Sarada, the character that changed his fate. The final character is Kashin Koji. Kashin Koji was chosen by Shibai to assist Boruto in his journey in saving the future.
Okay.
JURA. Yes, Shibai chose Kashin Koji to help Boruto. And I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding Kashin Koji's character because he's taking on a now morally gray role in the series. Any character that has the ability to peer into the future and attempts to control the future, doomed to become morally gray.
I could definitely see that. Kashin Koji being the divine intervention. And in a way, that is divine intervention. You gotta remember, Koji has a Shinjutsu. Shinjutsu comes from Shibai. That is God territory right there. Shinjutsu is only used by OTSUTSUKI gods, as far as how it should have been. So prescience could be that divine intervention that Jura is talking about.
The goal of this video is to address a couple things. One, why Shibai chose Kashin Koji to assist Boruto on his mission. Two, to address the controversy that Kashin Koji is causing unbalance to the future and the world by trying to produce a certain outcome. And three, why Kashin Koji is going to be the stepping stone for Boruto to awaken his Jogan. The first one is why Shibai chose Kashin Koji to be a guardian angel to Boruto.
Nah, his mic just went out. I don't know, something crazy. Yeah, that's not me, y'all.
Goes back to chapter 47. We finally got Kashin Koji's face reveal. As obvious as it was, Kashin Koji was a clone of Jiraiya. Ishiki's comment on Jiraiya's appearance is the exact reason why Shibai chose Kashin Koji. All genes, all people have predestined fate. That man bore a mighty fate, a star of change. Now I understand. Amado had wanted to cling to it, to that man's mighty fate, to the minuscule possibility of change. Kashin Koji, just like Jiraiya, represents a minuscule chance of change, a singularity of fate. Jiraiya was able to change the future of the shinobi world through Naruto inheriting his will. So was able to break the end.
And then Jiraiya had a prophecy of his own. That little great sage toad did tell him his disciple will bring great change to the world, either positive change or a negative change. Basically, the child of prophecy. And we all know Naruto ended up being that child of prophecy. So he already had like a hand in the fate of the ninja world, right? So I could see where he's coming with that. Jiraiya was the one to lead Naruto, who eventually became the child of prophecy, who was going to bring great change to the world in a positive way. So you see Kashin Koji being a clone of Jiraiya. It only makes sense that his fate is the same as Jiraiya, but, you know, instead of Naruto, is Boruto in this case. So Boruto will be that one to bring great change to the ninja world, but not just the ninja world. We're going to take it a step above that. We're going to say the entire planet.
An OTSUTSUKI clan member understands the importance of genes and predestined fate. So, Kashin Koji was the perfect candidate to help Boruto in changing the future, as slim as it may seem. Because Kashin Koji isn't the character that caused unbalance to the shinobi world or the universe or the franchise at the very moment. It was Amado. And I have a video to explain that. But let's focus on the good that Kashin Koji has achieved. He's the reason why Boruto wasn't captured. He's also trained Boruto to become so powerful that he was able to one-shot Code, an above Jinga level threat. And he's now been able to construct different plans to make sure Boruto and his friends are safe. Even though they're kinda iffy, if it wasn't for Kashin Koji, Boruto would have already 1. Died, or 2. Been captured by the rest of the shinobi that was on his tail. So Kashin Koji has already changed so much for the future. So Kashin Koji isn't the character that set unbalance to the shinobi world. It was actually Amado, with him attempting to play God and play with the DNA of an actual God that transcended to the next dimension. Everything that we know about Shibai all comes from the narration of his abilities. Just like Kashin Koji, Shibai was able to see multiple timelines. So everything that's taken place in Boruto TBV VORTEX, Shibai has already seen. Amado has caused the unbalance. Everything that's happened in this series can point back to him. He is the catalyst for all the events taking place, not Kashin Koji.
So let's just say like this. If Shibai did have a hand in all of this, because I can definitely see where he's going. If you link it back to how Amado was able to get these Shibai cells, we don't even know. There was theories that he may have found them near the ending of the 4th Great Ninja War. Just because of the timeline of like how old his daughter was when she died, it all added up from there. So that was a theory that he could have gotten the Shibai cells around that time. But for real, we don't know. We don't know where he got the Shibai cells from. It hasn't been explained yet. You know, they will explain it later on in the series. But here's my thing. Basically, he's saying the fact that Amato was able to find some of Shibai remains, that was all planned by him. Basically, he planned that if Amato was to get a hold of these cells, he would make cyborgs. And one of these cyborgs would manifest his prescience ability, therefore helping Boruto along the way to get to a better future. Because mind you, Shibai has all these abilities. He has the power of omnipotence, he has Demon's reflective ability, he has prescience, he has all those abilities into one. Possibly even more. All the Shinjutsu haven't been revealed yet. There could possibly be more down the line. So he was able to see all these future outcomes. So in all hindsight, the fact that Shibai left his body and ascended to the 4th dimension could have been on purpose. He could have left his body so Amato could have found some of his remains. That all could have been a plan to get to a more favorable future. So if we think about it like that, just think about it with an open mind, he did choose Kashin Koji to help Boruto save the world.
Kashin Koji is just doing Shibai's will. So, Two-Side, why is Kashin Koji important to Boruto's awakening of the Jogan? And it's kind of simple.
Okay, now we talking about the Jogan.
Boruto is going to need to be able to use his karma abilities, but also be able to access of 10 directions. Once the walls close in on Kashin Koji and he's either killed or taken care of, Boruto will awaken the Jogan through Momoshiki taking over. But one of the abilities that the Jogan will have is Boruto will have some type of future sight. If the Jogan gives Boruto control of all of Momoshiki's abilities that come with the Karma Shield, Boruto will be able to use future sight just like Momoshiki and predict the future on his own with the help of Sarada. And that's how Boruto will use the Jogan. But with all the lessons that he has learned from Kashin Koji when it comes with controlling the future or the narrative of the future, Boruto will be able to apply this with the use of his Jogan. But that's it for the video.
Hey man, pretty interesting video. I definitely see where he's coming with this theory. So basically, if Shibai wants Boruto to have that power to be able to gaze into the future, then Kashin Koji would be the one to help him awaken it. Now, we don't know exactly how Boruto would awaken the Jogan, and I'm not going to get into a bunch of this hypothetical Jogan talk. I already told myself I wouldn't really dive deep into the Jogan until like we get something more in the manga. But we already know it's confirmed. It's going to be in the story. I have no doubt about that. But I just want to wait until we actually get into those talks. You know what I mean? So what do we think about Shibai being like a black Zetsu, but for the Boruto series? Basically having Amato be that middleman into creating Kashin Koji, but Koji was the real guy Shibai had targeted to help Boruto along his journey. And we'll just call Boruto the Star of Hope, right? We'll call him the Star of Hope. I might actually put that in the title. I might actually cook in the title. But yeah, I think he kind of cooked with this theory. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you get notified whenever I upload or go live for the chapter that's right about to drop. And make sure you go show some love to the real Two-Side anime. Hopefully he keeps grinding, you know what I mean? Hopefully he sees this video and catches on to the positive vibes we're trying to spread, you know what I'm saying? Show some love to the Boruto community. But hey, I think that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all in my next one, and I'm out. Peace.